your daddy.
Watch it!
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about being a man, Laszlo. Something you wouldn't know anything about from the sound of things. I'll tell you, I bet you played wimpy stuff like touch football and basketball. Look, I'm running around the court bouncing the ball, and I'm 7'3". I'm telling you, man, I only play men's sports, like football and hopscotch.
Hopscotch? That's a girl's game.
Man, that ain't a girl's game, man. Not rugby hopscotch. Man, get me in a scrum and I'm dangerous. I'll take anybody down. I'm the hopscotch master. I got slide skills in hopscotch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see your point, but, you know, you'd be a little cranky, too, if your empire had fallen apart over the last 100 years. And speaking of commerce, it's time for some...
We should take these Colombian bastards out, but while we're at war with the triads, we ain't strong enough. The cartel has got bottomless funds from pushing that spank crap. If we make an open attack on them, they'll wipe the floor with us. They must be making spank on that big boat that Curly led you to. So we gotta use our heads, or rather one head, your head. I'm asking you to destroy that spank factory as a personal favor to me, Salvatore Leone. If you do this for me, you will be a made man. Anything you want. Go and see 8-Ball. You'll need his expertise to blow up that boat.
New beginnings. We turn an ending into a new beginning.
Mom, there's a package for you.
But I didn't order anything. What's this? How sweet. Gee willikers, it's a puppy.
Everybody loves a puppy. And now you can ship one anywhere just by logging on to petsovernight.com. Petsovernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
And who says that e-commerce isn't a brilliant idea? All right, speaking of brilliant, you're listening to Chatterbox with me, Laszlo. Oh, caller, you're on the air.
Wow, I got through. Laszlo, I think your last few callers are a perfect example of manners in this city. People are rude, and they don't seem to care about anything but themselves. Perfect.
Yo, my man. Salvatore phoned ahead, but a job like this is gonna need a lot of fireworks. I'll need $100,000 to cover expenses. But you know, with me, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Come back, brother, when you have the money. Okay, let's do this then. I can set this baby to detonate, but I still can't use a piece with these hands. Here, this rifle should help you pop some heads.
Then he gets over this megaphone and says, to the woman in the teal my batsu monstrosity, please move to the side. Can you believe it? I mean, who has a megaphone rigged into their car? People are so obnoxious these days. And rude. I mean, I tell my nanny to teach my kids some manners.
You know, I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello, next caller, you're on Chatterbox.
Hello, Laszlo. Did Doc probably say she was a nanny? Because...
Get a good vantage point. Then I'll head in when you fire the first shot.
Portland Harbor. All cars vicinity Portland Harbor. Investigate reports of gunfire and explosions. Suspect on foot.
It's the media. Yeah, is that Laszlo?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
My name ain't important. It's real unimportant, okay?
No, not really. I mean, this is a radio show. People usually tell us their name.
My name is real unimportant. And you want to keep being a wise guy, you'll find out just how unimportant. Like, unimportant, I just got shot in the head, unimportant. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Why are you calling in today?
Because I need some advice. And I ain't doing any of that shrink shit.
If you swear again, we're gonna have to cut you off. This is a family show.
Sorry. I'm just a little unhappy, a bit agitated, real angry. It's my mom. She don't think I'm a real man. Can you imagine that? I mean, I do a man's job and all, but she treats me like a little boy. All I get is your pa this and your pa that, and you ain't a real man, Tony, and it's driving me freaking nuts.
Well, Tony...
How'd you know my name was Tony? You're tracing this call? Because if you are, you're gonna get real intimately acquainted with what your brains look like. My name ain't Tony, okay?
Okay.
But my mom, she keeps going, Tony, be a real...
And we just kind of have to face up to him. And right now, I'm obligated to play some commercial announcements. We'll be back right after this.
We've got a new friend for everyone. He's got fur and a tail. He gets in lots of trouble, but he's a bouncy little fellow, because he's got springs for legs. Pogo the Monkey, the best new video game for the whole family.
I love you, Pogo. You bounce.
Help Pogo escape from the evil research laboratory.
It's my favorite cleaner. I'm proud of you, my boy. You kicked the shit out of those grease balls. I just got one little job for you before we can all celebrate. There's a car around the block from Luigi's club. The inside is covered in brains. We had to help some guy make up his mind, and it proved a little messy. Take it to the crusher before the cops find it.
Raccoon, even zebra meat. Cooks up pretty good.
Do you have anything else to say, or...?
Listen, Salvatore thinks that we're going behind his back, so he was offering you to the cartel in order to make a deal. I couldn't let him do that. I mean, the worst thing is, it's all my fault because I told him we were an item. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Look, you're a marked man on the Mafia turf, and I've got to get out of here, too. I've seen too much killing, too much blood. This is a friend of mine, okay? She's an old friend, and it's so good. She's someone we could trust.
Come on, enough of the speeches. We better get out of here before we get more hysterical Italians wanting less friendly reunions.
Asuka and I are gonna have to talk. Why don't you go cruise around?
You'll need a place to lie low. There's a warehouse at the edge of Belleville that should suit your needs. Come back here to my condo when you're ready, and you and me can have a little chat.
News just in from the traffic desk. Repairs to the Callahan Bridge have been completed. Since the explosion, engineers have been working around the clock to get traffic flowing between Portland and Staunton Island once again.
The station your parents warned you about. More commercials, fewer songs, bigger contests, more winners, fewer positioning statements. This is the one and only Head Radio. Head Radio.
Are you ready to party? These boys certainly are. And I hear the lead singer's out of therapy and ready to date your sister. Looking for the sick.
And sleep your way to a thinner, happier you. I'm a marketing manager who lives in the suburbs and commutes to work on the highway. I live alone, so of course I needed a car that could seat 12 and is equipped to drive across Arctic tundra. It just makes me feel better.
The new Maibatsu monstrosity. Mine is bigger.
Oh, well, that's a good commercial.
My son's dog Hugo got hit by a truck, and he says, Mommy, where's the reset button? Kids these days, they think life is a game. Well, it's not a game, Laszlo. It is very, very serious. I let my kids play video games, and now runs around the house looking for gold coins. Who's teaching our children to go chase money? My little Sam's been playing this new video game called Pogo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The shop teacher called me today, and Sam made a homemade banana cannon in shop class and was lobbing them across the street at a fast food restaurant. And it's all because of video games. Laszlo, life does not have a reset button.
Right, but this show does.
I love that button. You know, it's never a dull moment on this show, especially if you're in our key demographic.
Love Media, bringing people and the finest in entertainment together.
All right, hello, next caller. You're on Chatterbox.
I want to talk about that bank stuff. People say it's bad for you. It's not bad for you at all. Why aren't you talking? Oh, you think I'm strange? Am I on the air? Hello? It's me, you pansy.
What's your question?
Bank! 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 Bank!
What about it? I mean, that's not really a question. Questions usually start with words like how and why, and they end with your voice going up like this.
Don't mock me. I know where you work. You're just like all the rest.
How's that?
Fluoride is evil, dude. And toothpaste, they use it to control us. Why do you think all the commercials tell you to brush it twice a day? I've read books.
And what book have you been reading that tells you that toothpaste is evil?
Dentures, the Devil, and the Great Cavity Cover-Up by J. Phil Higginbottom. If you've seen what I've seen, and if you've heard what I've heard, you'd never brush your teeth again.
I suppose you're one of those people that says that diet soda makes you go crazy later in life.
I told you before, man. Don't mock me. My taxes pay your salary, you pansy.
Sir, this is a commercial radio station owned by Love Media. Advertising revenue pays my salary. And on that note, it's been 2 full minutes since a commercial, but I'd like to say if anyone else is stressed, might I recommend Equinox from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. We'll be back after these important messages.
Now out.
I used to be concerned and nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth or a family funeral. Hey, sometimes you need a little help navigating life's trouble spots. That's when I discovered Equinox.
After the divorce and losing little Tommy, life was getting me down. I couldn't focus on anything at work. After trying Equinox, I've been Employee of the Month 3 times in a row.
I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep.
Equinox is new from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. Ask your doctor about Equinox today.
Equinox may cause nausea, loss of sleep, blurred vision, leakage, kidney problems, and breathing irregularities. Do not take Equinox if you're operating heavy machinery, driving a car, pregnant, in childbearing age, or have your family history of mental disorders.
Equinox.
of the action.
I was grabbing a sandwich at the Happy Blimp, and all of a sudden these guys crashed through the window and started shooting at each other. I was so excited, I didn't even notice I'd been hit. After that, I was hooked on Liberty City Survivor. I watch it every day in the hospital.
The game doesn't end until there's only one man left standing. Tune in nightly or watch the 24-hour live webcast. Liberty City Survivor. Natural selection has come home. Sponsored by Ammunition.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Call us on the chatter line and tell...
We have certain issues to clear up before we continue any form of relationship, business or otherwise. Let's lay our cards on the table. I am Yakuza, and I know you worked for Salvatore Leone's family. I can give you work with our organization, but first you must prove to me that your ties with the Mafia are truly broken. Salvatore Leone will be leaving Luigi's in about 3 hours' time. Make sure he doesn't reach his club alive. Meanwhile, Maria and I will catch up on old times.
Oh, Asuka, you've got a massager.
That's not a massager.
Love hearing people's opinions. That's what made this country great. People, opinions, and stuff. Most of all, guns. I had it when people whine about guns kill people. Guns don't kill people. Death kills people. Ask a doctor. It's a medical fact. You can't die from a bullet. You can die from cardiac arrest or organ failure or major hemorrhage. A small piece of metal ain't the problem. Besides, I only use my machine gun to save my own home, car. I ain't hurting nobody. And countries that don't have guns ain't America.
You know, that's a really good point. Countries that don't have guns aren't America. You know, if more people had guns, we'd have less shootings in this country. All right, we're going over here to line 2. Hello, caller. You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I'd like to say something about taxes.
You mean the Lone Star State?
No, taxes. Well, you know, look, taxes are really wrong. My father worked his whole life. He played the lottery. Now the state wants to pay taxes on the money he wins from that stuff. Buy your own lottery ticket. You know, hey.
Good point. I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello. You are on Chatterbox.
Hello, lads. I'm a first-time caller. I recently moved to Liberty City from Hampshire, in England.
Oh, really? How do you like it? I mean, is it hard to get used to the language? You speak English pretty good.
Oh, thank you, Lazlo. Yes, I do like it. There's one thing, though, that is very different from Wales. When I was a boy in England, I had a nanny. She was very cute, Lazlo.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's excellent child care here in America.
Well, I'm sure. But the thing is, Lazlo, when I was a naughty boy, I would get spanked. Nanny would spank me when I was naughty. And now Freddy needs Nanny, because when Freddy's naughty, he needs to get spanked.
Well, there's some child psychologists that probably say that spanking can be harmful to a child's emotional development.
Absolute rot, Lazlo. It's lovely. Freddy needs a nanny. He needs a nanny, Lazlo.
Almighty fine. I got me a whole string of this.
You ever been down south? Yo, baby, you feel like Maxine?
You want a good time? Come to daddy.
Yo, baby, you feel like
Pimpin'
Maxine?
like Montana's. Hey, it's all about the honey. Eat the meat.
You ever
been down south? Damn, we sure still. He ain't no gentleman, that one.
I only spent $20,000, and now I can get email in the shower or surf the internet while I'm driving. I was bored stupid at my daughter's recitals and my son.
In the pan technology of absolutely no use to anyone, you can find it at House of Tomorrow. Remember, only technology makes life worth living. House of Tomorrow. We'll upgrade your system, then you can upgrade your life.
And now it is my great pleasure to welcome Fernando Martinez, who it says here is the founder of Fernando.
Marriage is, how'd you say, sacred. The bond between the father and the mother. It is made in heaven and in the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
I think so.
For my people, it is the holiest, most sacrosanct thing imaginable. Like a church. Yet, for it to be a happy marriage, it must also be like a brothel. The woman, she must be many, many arts. Be skilled in making house, cooking, changing the diapers on the babies, and she must also be a vixen in the bedroom, imaginative, exotic, constantly fresh. It is impossible. You change diapers and then you are a French maid? Fernando thinks not. Fernando knows not.
Well, I mean, you know, it's an age-old problem. I mean, how do you keep the excitement in a marriage?
Excitement, exactly. Passion, danger. How, Laszlo? How? Tell me how, and I give you a big, big kiss. Like I gave a woman. But I am not going to give you a big kiss. Not a kiss like I gave a woman or even a donkey. Because you do not know.
Well, I mean, in this case, ignorance kind of seems like bliss. I wasn't really up for kissing on air. I mean,
why not? Am I not attractive? Am I not irresistible even to you? Well, no matter. Why all this talking about kissing?
I mean, you brought it up.
No, my friend. You say you not want to kiss me. I was talking how to say, hypothetically, you make me all personal. It's a bit different. If I say, imagine if your wife was ugly, you can nod your head. But if I say, hey, Laszlo, your wife, she looked like yesterday's
Only reason to stop and buy guitars because I'm a...
Raise it on.
Your marriage is a gift. It's a present from above. But you are a man. I think we see by now you are no angel. I can save you. For when the man, he sees wife...
This is King Courtney. Me yardie posse could do with them rude boy driver and people is saying you the man. Get to the waste ground opposite the stadium in a car and wait for the other hopefuls. I've got been watching checkpoints all over Staunton. First driver to a checkpoint gets the bling bling. Then it's on to the next stop. If you get more checkpoints than any other driver, I can have me a little work for you.
Back into square one. My friend, you and 1,000 men like you. For me, once it was so. But then one day, I was driving my car, and I realized, Fernando, you are blessed. You are a miracle. A miracles roll into one. You save the marriage, and you save the man. You don't put the marriage first, and you don't put the man first. Maybe we call it man marriage. Then I think to myself, no, this is a bad name. It sounds really dumb. Then I think we call it Fernando's New Beginnings, because that is what it is, a new beginning, Laszlo.
So how does this work?
It is a miracle, Laszlo, a miracle. A man is a good father, a loving husband, the winner of bread 6.5 days a week. On the spare half day, I save his life.
How?
A villain, if you will. He has no end anymore. And his marriage, it is killing him. Where is the passion? She is gone. Replaced by ugliness. You see, Laszlo, Mrs. Jerry, she's not a pretty lady. She's more like an offensive lion or a tight end. Big and hairy, but fertile. She gives Jerry 5 kids, but she's even bigger. Now, she's like a whole offensive lion. He feels no pride in himself. He has no pride in his marriage. He is ashamed of this wonderful lady who bears him so many young. And he comes to me and he cries, Fernando, save my marriage. I love my wife, even though she is a fat worker. And I say, Jerry, you are a man. It is a man's duty to love his wife, even if she is like a farmer. And now, Jerry is saved.
By sleeping with other women.
Whatever it takes to save a beautiful union. A blessing.
A beautiful union by an adulterer and Queen Kong. That's great. So, who's on the line now?
Hi, Laszlo. This is Janet. I love the show and always wanted to call in. You really offended me today. Who is this gutter trash you got on the show?
Hey, Janice, I share your anxiety. The studio kind of forced it on me.
Hey, you watch yourself, mister. And you, Janice, why are you so ugly? Your husband, he don't make you happy?
No, he's an idiot and a jerk.
But he's probably a good daddy, and you sound very pretty. Angry, and a little bit of a know-it-all, but very pretty lady. This is the thing, Laszlo. The women they think in New Beginnings is only for men. It is for women, too. For Janice, if her husband goes to New Beginnings, she thinks Senor Wonderful all over again. And in this extreme case, maybe she comes to work for me, and she gets a new beginning herself. She discovered the excitement and the passion all for herself. This is Janice. You call me 555 9292.
Now listen, don't try to pimp out my listeners.
That is a very ugly word. A travesty. I work miracles, senor. Not pimping. I say, I give the passion back. And you better watch yourself, buddy. Because for my people, we take these insults very personally. And then, you no longer Mr. Toshio. You Mr. Who cut out my tongue.
Who are your people anyway? Which exotic location do you come from?
I am Latin.
Latin is a big place there, buddy. Where in Latin?
I do not need to listen to these insults. I have pride. I have a calling. Many are called, but few are chosen, my friend. And I was called and chosen to work a miracle.
So, where were you called from, Fernando?
From upstate, okay? To happy money now? I'm not real Latin, but I provide real Latin passion. I work the miracles every day. Listen, wives, children, if your husband, if your daddy, if he's not happy, send him to me, Fernando. In exchange for a few hours a week, I give you the world.
Get off! Get lost! You're just a cheap pimp from upstate! Get out of my studio!
I saved your daddy! I saved your husband! It is a miracle!
Get out of here!
It's a miracle!
Would you like a kitten? Have one delivered. Just log on to Pets Open.
Station owner Donald Love.
Hello, my name is Donald Love. You're listening to a Love Media station. Enjoy.
All right, we're back here on Chatterbox, the radio show that never gets old. I'm Laszlo with open ears and a closed mind. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name?
I wanted to talk about spanking.
Oh, God, not another one.
I think spanking is the only way to...
And proud of it.
Why you so sad, sweetie pie?
on trains and buses in the city who yammer on and on into their cell phones, I'm really glad we get to hear about what you're having for dinner. What we should do is herd them up and put them on an island. I am the president of a group called Citizens Raging Against the Phone.
Crap?
Exactly.
Your organization's called Crap. What kind of moron are you? You want to round people up for using a phone? But you're calling up on a phone to tell the world about it. I mean, how many people are there in this crap?
Citizens are raging against phones, Laszlo.
How many people?
There are 3 of us. It's hard organizing meetings without the phone, though. We've had to resort to carrier pigeons for
What are you speaking to me on? What's that in your hand?
I am not the problem. You are, and you're perpetuating the downfall of mankind. Liberty City was great before phones ruined everything.
Liberty City was a church, a cow pasture, and 3 houses when the telephone was invented.
Liar!
You're the liar.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
What are you 3 years old?
Laszlo's a liar. Laszlo's a liar. I bet that isn't even your real name.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Stupid.
Nanny, nanny, boo-boo. Stick your head in doo-doo.
Oh, we're going to commercials.
Is your job affecting your health?
Stop right there. I need your card.
We also specialize in awards for injuries suffered in auto, bus, and train accidents, and can even train you to throw yourself in front of a bus and pretend to be injured. Hey, that's why they pay for insurance. Call the law offices of Rakin and Ponter and get ready to enjoy a life of luxury.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Let's go to the chatter line here.
Wrong
Hello,
turn.
caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Laszlo, I just wanted to make your viewers aware that...
Okay, now, this is a radio show. We don't have viewers. We have listeners.
Okay. Anyway, Laszlo, I just wanted to make your viewers aware the first International Puppetry Festival is next month at the Fairgrounds, bro. If you're interested in becoming a puppet master or a ventriloquist, you should definitely come down, dude. It's going to be totally killer.
I wasn't aware that there was much demand for puppet shows these days.
Oh, man. Have you been living under a rock, bro? Guys with puppets get chicks. I take my monkey puppet to the park all the time. We play hacky sack together. It's rad. But anyway, dude, at the International Puppetry Festival, we'll be having workshops on finger puppets, too. Hello, Petunia the Pinky. Meet Barry the Thumb. String puppets, glove puppets. Dude, it's gonna rock.
Okay, thanks.
Hope to see you there, Laszlo. Hey, by the way, can you give me that guy Fernando's number?
Nah, I'm sorry. Fernando hasn't paid his bill to our ad sales department. But here's someone who has, and they paid us in stacks of old groats and gold guineas. We'll be back after this.
Do you live in the boring suburbs but dream of living in a lonely castle on a windswept moor? Do you long to trade in your sweatsuit for a 100-pound suit of armor and swap your SUV for a noble stallion? Do you eat microwave dinners, all the while wishing you were roasting a suckling...
So I'm not in danger on this island.
Every weekend at Liberty City Park, it's the medieval... to delight you with tales of the Black Death, witch burnings, and the joys of being a feudal serf. Forget about... The Lady of the Lake in Excalibur. It's perfect for your garden pond or swimming pool. And learn how to rid your condo of vermin using a penny whistle and a mysterious prancing German named Hans. The medieval Millennium Fair, every weekend at Liberty City Park.
All right, Liberty City, you are listening to Chatterbox, the show that is the #1 reason for the success of the internet. All right, let's take a call. Who's on the line?
Chloe.
What about them?
Salvatore's death comes as pleasurable news. You're an efficient killer. I like that in a man. Ah, this is my brother, Kenji.
Asuka has a little job for you, but when you're done, drop by my casino and we can talk.
Just like Kenji, always trying to play with my toys. My police source indicates that the FBI has mounted a surveillance operation at key locations around the city. It is too late to contact anyone and avoid incrimination. Take out these spying cops, but be careful. They're bound to have backup.
I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Don't you believe in free speech and free expression? No, of course you don't. All you believe in is free drinks. I'm naked and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I'm naked and I feel so good.
Well, what about winter?
What do you mean?
You know, I mean, what about winter? When the wind blows and it's really cold.
Darn it, I know I can. There we go. Then. Darn it. There we go. Can't see shit. Excuse me, I need your car.
We hug a rainbow. It's time for a public service announcement from Donald Love.
Hello, I'm Donald Love. Under my guidance, Love Media has emerged as the fastest-growing U.S.-run media conglomerate of the past 5 years. With newspapers, television, and radio stations across the U.S. and the free world, alongside a wide array of industrial and technology interests, we at Love Media ensure you get the truth behind the story every time. Independent, quality-led broadcasting every time you tune in. That's why we're the fastest-growing cable. And to help hard-working Americans relax for investment opportunities.
Good God, he was like, I'm skiing on ice. There we go. Whew. Thanks. Too bad that helicopter's just for show. now I'm in Manhattan. It's like, no. Going to my safe house. Bling bling scramble.
You want a license too?
Yeah! Irk. It's like, why nobody wants to drive with Mister? Paparazzi purge.
A reporter has been nosing around. Marie and I have taken a little holiday together until you can get rid of this perverted voyeur. He's probably out in the bay as you read this. Steal a police boat and sink his career.
And there he is. There he is. That bastard. At least Poof's tarped over. Not have to worry about Claude drowning. Did I ever tell you how I hate boats? Whew. I was scared there. I thought I was going to fall in the water.
It's my handsome handyman. Maria's all tied up at the moment, but I'll tell her you called. It's time you met our man inside the LPD. Here's a payment for the last little job he did for us. He is understandably cautious. Get to the payphone in Torrington as quick as you can and await his instructions.
About to meet a familiar face from Liberty City stories.
Weekends, he doesn't go to the mall, play soccer, read, or do any of that kind of stuff. No, he works in the basement of a marketing company making photocopies all night. Hell, he go to sleep during the day. That's another $8 grand right there. So now, I'm buying me a fast boat trailer. What do you say to that?
Well, it sounds kind of like exploitation to me.
Exploitation? Man, you are kill me. Sonny's mine. He's my kid. How can I exploit something I own? Exploitation. Sound like a communist. Kids in Russia, they don't work. That's why everything's so messed up over there. Get the wait line for toilet paper. And their space station was made out of milk crates. I'll tell you, working for a living is the American.
Get to the phone in West Belleville Park.
Shut the schools down, make the kids work. That books up all for sisters anyway.
And doctors and politicians, lawyers, and whatever. I can't be bothered to argue with you, but I do feel sorry for your little Johnny, the 7-year-old cook, chimney sweep, paralegal photocopier, because his daddy's an idiot. Let's take a quick break.
Phil and I just had another kid, so of course we need a bigger SUV. Being a mom is hard with soccer, football, and lacrosse practice, so we bought the new Maibatsu monstrosity.
Get to the phone on Liberty campus.
Amphibious mode, it can cross rivers. So far I've only hit a few puddles, but it's good to know it's there. With the time I save taking shortcuts through the strip mall parking lot, I can focus on the important things, like gazing longingly at the pool boy or buying more exercise equipment off the TV. So what if it gets 3 miles to the gallon? I'm a mom, not a conservationist. The new Maibatsu monstrosity. Mine is bigger.
Trying to get a mosquito and instead hit myself in the forehead. Yes, shockingly, this mainly in Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, all the freaking missions were by payphone.
Chatterbox, hosted by me, Laszlo, because I got kicked off the rock station. Let's go over here and talk to somebody about their life. Hello, caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Leslie. My name's...
Get to the phone in South Belleville Park.
As you heard, Laszlo sit there and say he got kicked off the rock station, which means he was kicked off of V-Rock in Vice City.
It's remarkable, I think. Think of all the things you do. I mean, the toilet you want to buy is big. What do you do?
I go to a shop, and the name's Laszlo.
I know, Leslie. I'm a regular listener. Well, I don't. I buy things online, and then I just music in the digital format so I can listen to it while I'm jogging. It's incredible. I also like jazz and cooking and reality. The internet is really good for my hobby. I think it's amazing. I can do that a lot. I don't have to go.
Meet me in the toilet block in the park.
Unless he ended up getting a rock radio station in San Andreas back in the 90s.
That's phenomenal. Probably one of the reasons there's so many single men in this city. All right, let's go over to here to line 79. Hello, you're on Chatterbox.
Hello, is that Laszlo?
Yes?
Oh, wow, I'm on the radio. How exciting. Oh, thank you, Laszlo.
I know there's a hidden package somewhere around here.
Exciting
for
you,
in the car.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, man, I mean, what else is there? I could go on all day, but well, you know how it is, don't you, Laszlo?
really. What's your name? What'd you call about?
I'm sorry. I'm Maria. You know, Maria, like Mamma Mia. Only different, you know. But, you know, men. M-E-N. It's a dirty word. There's only 3 letters. You know what I mean? I mean, your broadcasters are all the same, aren't you? I mean, I heard about you. You're always out of boys' nights.
Whoa. What are you talking about? I'm married.
One of those convenience jobs to protect you, I bet? I know what you're all like. You know more about men than I know about leopard skin furniture. So less of that clever stuff and give me some advice. I mean, come on, I got real problems.
There's
You
Maria.
See, I had this boyfriend, and at first, he was real kind to me. He was a real gentleman. A little bit older and everything, but you know, he treated me really good. And then it all went wrong, and so, you know, I found someone else, and he seems real nice, but, you know, he don't talk too much, so I really can't tell if he likes me. Well, I guess what I want to know is, you know, how do you tell if a guy is serious? I mean, you know, he treats me good, but he don't seem real interested in me. You know, he's always working and hanging out with the guys. Say, you don't think he's like you, do you?
What do you mean, like me? What are you insinuating? That he's on the radio? Well, probably not. You're listening to Chatterbox, where your opinion matters, or at least we say that. Let's go over here to line 4. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Jeff from...
And if you remember, in Liberty City Stories, Maria did end up trying to date Tony Cipriani. And almost got him in trouble with Salvatore Leone.
You must be Azuka's new errand boy. You got the money? Is it all here? I know what you're thinking. Another bent cop. Well, it's a bent world. Just because I lost a few partners, those suckers from Internal Affairs have started sniffing around. Reckon they can smell me. Well, this city is one big open sewer. But I'm gonna need some non-union help. And if you're interested, you know where to find me.
Yeah, that cop right there appeared in Liberty City Stories. Ray. It's been a while since I played Liberty City Stories myself. By beating it like probably, I want to say 2 times. I think I only beat Vice City once. As far as Vice City Stories. I should say, sorry, I forgot to say stories. That's why I like for them to make a remaster of those 2 games. They should have included it in this since it follows the same timeline.
Great rally, but we're not a political station, and you haven't really told us why people should do this. What is it about?
Look, do you want to help or not?
I don't know what I'm helping.
You're helping America. What kind of patriot are you? It's a rally.
You don't know what it's for, do you?
It's for hope. Please come, everybody. It'll be real good.
All right, you fight the power, brother. Say, later on in the show, if you're into health foods or martial arts, we'll have a special guest just for you. This guy's really special. Kind of like a romantic cruise, but he can't walk on water. All right, let's go to the phones. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox. Huh? What's up?
Oh man, I'm serious. Really great. You're like a total inspiration.
And exactly what have I inspired you about?
Well, okay, right now I live at home, but pretty soon, like next week, dude, I'm moving out. It's the big 4-0, and it's just time to go.
Okay.
Do
Did you have
one
anything
more
relevant
mission.
to
I was
say?
checking the
Yeah,
time.
dude, that B dude was bogus. Really bogus. That's all. Great show, lads, though.
I appreciate that. That's why I went to broadcasting school. All right, when we come back from these messages that help
Well,
supplement my
I
meager
would,
salary,
but in
we're
this
going to talk to
mission,
Reed
if I remember
Tucker. It's gonna
correctly,
be a
I have
great
to get
interview.
into a car. So I'm going to do another for the Yardies.
I need to see if you're capable of doing me dirty work. See if you're family or not, don't you know? 2 of my boys will be there any second to take you for a ride. See if you're the article or a sister or something.
We're going for a little ride into Hepburn Heights. Kill me some filthy Diablo boo-boo spin batting up me lady Queen Lizzie. You do the driving and the shooting and the dally and a boot. We'll make sure you don't get cold feet. Here, you'll need a piece.
Laughing vampires dance.
Let's drive.
Liberty City, arise. You're listening to Aristopathes Walsh on Keja.
I wish I could listen to the music without getting freaking, like, blocked and shit. I get tired of only listening to, like, the talk show radio.
Things that you do in front of me.
Hepburn Heights. Let's kill me some filthy Diablos. Remember, you in this to the end, man. Hold your corner.
Oh, that's bullshit. I better not count as me getting out.
5 seconds to get back in the car, man. Okay, that should do it. Now get us back to the yard. Go, go, go now!
It is nothing like ice cream with pizza.
So I'm sitting here reading the Liberty Tree, and it says, in nearby Carcer City, a good day for law and order as Police Chief Gary Shaver was cleared of corruption charges in a controversial decision by the courts. Let's hope those missing witnesses turn up safe and sound.
Lips 106.
We've got a new friend for everyone. He's got fur and...
A cute kitten overnight.
Thin half, sometimes. Maybe even.
Okay, you're the kind of man we like as friend now. You're Irie, man. Real shooter.
Damn pussy.
Alright, we'll stop the stream right here. So have a good day or night, depending on the time it is that you view this video. Be safe out there, and thank you for watching.